Scorpio. My name's Audrey Alison. Thanks for joining me for your March 2017 forecast for the month. I'm using the Morgan Greer tarot deck as I am shuffling through the astrological forecast. And I got that deck in New Orleans about 2 years ago, but I just started using it about 2 months now, and I'm really into it. So we'll see how it goes. Let's start the month on the 2nd. We have an aspect that I wanted to talk about. Since Jupiter is now retrograde through June 9th, this is going to ignite another opposition because he will be at the 22-degree mark on the 2nd of March, directly in opposition, exactly in opposition to Uranus at 22 degrees of Aries. So, what is impacting Scorpio this month is the health sector, the 6th house of health and well-being, the 6th house of daily work and routine. Ooh, I'm rhyming. And the 6th house of pets. You bet. No, I'm kidding. So the 6th house is how you can serve your physical self the best, how you can maintain the diet, your health routine. And this struggle here, the 6th house to the 12th house is where this opposition occurs. So your spiritual self and how you are eating is coming up to me. Maybe this is applying to some Scorpios who are vegan, or maybe taking a more spiritual approach to their health, combining those two energies. I'm drawn to diet right now in the 6th house, but this could apply to working at a more peaceful and restful pace, struggling between the work routine and your intuition about it, how you're actually internally processing the job. There's a little bit of a struggle here on the 2nd, but with Jupiter in the 12th, there's an extreme intuition happening for Scorpio. You're already intuitive because you are a water sign. So Jupiter in your 12th house, transiting through October 17th, even though he's retrograde until June 9th, he's still in this sector for you. And please watch your ascendant sign as well if you're lucky enough to know the time of your birth. They're more naturally coinciding to your natal charts. But anyway, Jupiter here, he's already expanding the subconscious mind of the 12th house, intuition, spirituality, grace, the house of rest, the house of the undoing, addictions, and release. That could also be applying here to Scorpio. For those Scorpios who are having some kind of health, I'm getting stuff. Okay, so health practice is what I was going to say, but I was stopped. Here's what it is. With Uranus in this sector of health, it's been a roller coaster ride for Scorpio, and you might be either having the foot on the gas when it comes to a habit of health, and then maybe letting the foot off the gas entirely. It's a stop and go kind of on and off switch with Uranus in the 6th house. So for those of you doing anything that's not really settling well with the health, maybe certain medications, maybe certain prescriptions, or eating recklessly, however this applies, eating recklessly. That sounds like me on a Sunday, just shoving a bunch of pasta in my face, like reckless eating. That's kind of funny. But whatever you're doing that's not really resonating very well with your body, that time of the 2nd is going to see some kind of tweak. Either you're going to incorporate a more spiritual approach to the body, to the health, to the maintenance, and it's going to coincide. It's going to correlate somehow. Again, it could be very different for each of you, but if you are doing something that is an addictive habit, this is perfect year for releasing this habit because Jupiter is in the 12th. And this wants to see you elevate and get out of any ruts or stagnant energy that's really not serving your highest good. And there's no better house to really get that accomplished than the 12th house. You'll know what's serving your highest good by the time Jupiter's done in that sector. Now on the 4th, Venus retrogrades at 13 degrees of Aries. and she'll remain retrograde in the 6th house, okay, conjunct Uranus through April 15th, going direct at 26 degrees of Pisces. So she goes back 4 degrees into the 5th house. So then going through this entire section of health again and Aries from April 28th through June 6th. I really think your health is reviewed. Your practices, the smoothing over of your health practices here with Venus in review. I think it's a lovely energy for those of you who haven't been feeling well. Venus is who you want in the health sector to alleviate tension, to smooth and soothe. That's what Venus does. Now on the 9th, Mars enters Taurus, your second ruling planet. Actually, your first ruled by Mars, your second ruled by Pluto. So one of the two of your ruling planets is entering the sign of Taurus. This is a fixed sign like you are. This energy squares you. And this is in your 7th house of relationships and marriage. So for those Scorpios who are married, who are in committed monogamous relationships, you'll see a lot of stamina, sex, physical energy in the 7th house of marriage. For those of you who are not, I would get active and get out and get seen after March 9th. There's really a lot of activity, which is Mars, around business partnership, marriage, connecting with soulmate. And Mars' energy and fast-paced action. So having him here in this sector can work for Scorpio who's looking for that soulmate. And for those of you who are already married or in committed relationships, watch the aggression and tone when talking to your partner, because this energy squares any position, any placements you have in Scorpio. I feel like it could affect the tone of what's trying to be developed in the 7th house of partnership. So be kind, be smooth, be soft, be gentle, and this could work for you. On the 12th of March, we have our full moon at 22 degrees of Virgo. This is the 11th house, so Scorpio might see an end to a relationship that's just a friend, an end of a friendship at this time, or an end to the goal or wishes that you had. Some of you are checking off a bucket list in the 11th house. Maybe some of you are putting an end to an internet experience or website is being shut down in the 11th house. And maybe some of you are putting an end to all of the clubs and social contacts that you are committed to. Full moon can see you maybe not renewing those subscription dues that come from, clubs and organizations that you're connected with. You'll be shutting the door on a few of them. On the 13th, Mercury enters Aries as well. So we've got Mercury conjunct Venus conjunct Uranus, Mars having just left this sector of the 6th house. This is about information, doctor's appointments, details, dental work, reviewing who your tribe is as far as your doctors and who's taking care of the 6th house for Scorpio. Who's your medical tribe? Mercury in this area could help you find the best of chiropractic care, dentists, practitioners, whatever you're into. But you'll be able to analyze, interview them, interview who is taking care of your health. Doctors don't normally go through this, but this is important. As you're collecting your tribe, ask them how long they've practiced medicine, how they connect with their clients, and then decide if you want them to be your doctor. On the 20th, this is our cardinal ingress. This is the day of catalyst energy. It's the time to press go, press play, promote yourself. It's all happening in your work sector. Okay, I know I'm drawn to health a lot in this 6th house, and that's also an intuitive feeling. But for some of you, this will apply to new work and the initiating beginnings of a new schedule in work and daily routine. And the week right prior to this March 20th, vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere, autumnal equinox in the southern hemisphere. Right before that week, very restful energy. It's the week of quiet, and there's not transits going on in that week, and I think that that's the week you can just quietly hone in everything that you want to accomplish and then move forward like gangbusters on the 20th. Don't waste March 20th. It's a number one day in a number one month in a number one year. And I say number one month, I know January is the first month of a year, but this is an astrological calendar, which is always initiated on the 20th of March. If you buy any horoscope book or birthday book about birthdays, it's all starting on 3/20 because our calendar starts on 3/20. This is the astrological new year. So any seeds that you planted are blooming on the 20th. It's time to go for it. And then 7 days later on the 27th, our new moon is at 7 degrees of Aries in the 6th house. The moon, the sun, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, and Mars in the first half are all in Aries. What? 6th house of health, well-being, routine, new pets coming into the residence around the new moon. I would set your intentions on any practices you want to see really manifest successfully in the 6th house for Scorpio. That would be working for you. Let's put it that way. Write them down. That's how you can manifest. Keep your vision. Write your positive thoughts down. No negative stuff. No negative self-talk. This is a beautiful, fresh start. Positive energy only. Be productive and be self-focused. Let's get to your cards. I'm excited. They're thoroughly shuffled, so I'm going to draw them. And if you'd like to read with me, Scorpio, I read all through the week. This is my sole profession, and I'm excellent at it. So you might want to give me a shot. If not, here are your cards. Page of Pentacles. This is an earth sign man, younger boy, I should say. A page is androgynous. The page could be a princess, could be a girl or a boy, but this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Taking a person out of it, it's about property and connecting to the beauty around you, gardens, woods, nature. What's on your property? What's around you in earth that you can draw from right now? Let me see. It's also a card of protection. 3 of Wands. Replenishment. Mars. Mars in the 7th house. Your ship is coming in. A new wave of reinforcement. Fire. You know, the coins are earth. This is fire. This is a fire month. It's all about March, Mars, Aries, cardinal ingress. Time for action. Some of you might be waiting to take action, which is understandable, waiting that week before. Let's see what else is here. 10 of coins. All of the abundance. The protected family. Having enough for all of the family, children included. The 10 is the highest. Abundance. Jupiter. Being intuitive about your earnings is important right now. Trust your gut, Scorpio, because you could be waiting on something to happen and then feeling like you don't know if that's what you really want to have happen. I would trust these little inklings that you're getting. Here's another, you have 2 more cards actually. Ooh, look at this. And now here's more fire. King of Rods. Taking action. This is all about Aries and March, but this is a fire sign, male, could be a person in your life, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And they could be helping you gain this money, this protection, the property. These are both property cards. Stability, security, and waiting on it, waiting on your security a little bit. But there, you have 2 fire cards, taking action. Let me see what oh, okay, well, it can't all be roses, but what I'm getting in this is completely, like you're cutting off the year prior. When it gets to March 20th, anything that you're waiting on, anything you're just kind of waiting to take fire, to light up, it's going to go. You don't need to wait anymore. You don't need to hold out anymore. It's a time of action. And maybe this guy could help you if you're in business with him. This fire sign is productive. And some of you have been dealing with someone who has passed, and this is family inheritance. These two together in a reading, it applies to what you were left when someone is no longer around, and the family is very protected now at this point. So I feel like through loss, there is something gained for Scorpio. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm wishing you a beautiful month, Scorpio. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.